Okay.
Hey, Shalom. Shalom. All right. This is a sit down that's going to go into a certain lingo or dialect of a language that you'll see me and my son communicate with each other. This is a quick understanding and a quick tutorial of the Lashawa and Kodash, which means holy tongue in the ancient Hebrew language, right? Lashawan means tongue, Kodash means holy. So basically, the Hebrew language is it's a really, how can I say, diverse language. You have the Sumerian Hebrew, you have the Ashkenazi Hebrew, you have the Yiddish. You know, it goes into different, how can I say, dialects and different pigeons, right? Because a pigeon tongue is a crossbreed between two languages. It goes into different dialects and different pigeons because the original Hebrews were scattered through the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Want me to get it?
Hmm? Your Bible's over there.
Okay.
All right, due to the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28. All right. Let me just read a couple of the curses for you to get understanding.
This is called a Bible.
Yeah. And the kind of Bible he has, if I do a plug for the brother, is
Mine.
the illustrated Bible. It's the illustrated reference Bible, right? It's the type of Bible that he has.
My Bible.
If you go into the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28, it'll show you that the Israelites were scattered abroad because of their disobedience to the Most High.
The Most High is God.
Yeah, and God's name is Yahweh.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai is Christ's name.
Jesus. That's God's son.
That's right. All right, so this is the Deuteronomy chapter 28. And when you have time, read the whole chapter, right? Because this is a prophecy of the blessings and curses that the Israelites will go through. But this is, I'll start at verse 15 to clear up where the curses start. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt hearken, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all these commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So according to the Bible or the Torah, right, there are certain curses that the Israelites and Jews will go through because they disobeyed God. It says in verse 15, if you will not hearken means not listen. So if you don't listen to God, there shall be curses that you go through that shall overtake you, right? And if we jump down to verse 46, it reads, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So it means that these curses shall cling on to the Israelites. Every time they break the law, these curses are bound to happen to them. And this is a sign for you to tell who the Israelites are forever. If I put up a sign that says stop, you know when to stop. If I put a sign up that says food this way, you know where to find food. So these curses of Deuteronomy is a sign and a wonder for you to tell who the Israelites are. All right, and one of the curses that I was talking about was the fact that we were scattered everywhere. And that's found in verse 64. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy father have known, even wood and stone. So if you see people that's worshiping a wood god or a stone god or just a fake god, and they don't know who they was originally, and they lost who they was because of a devastating act, most likely they're Israelites living through the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28. All right, and the main curse that helped me and my son identify that we're the lost tribes of Israel is verse 68. And it reads, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you." So when it says bring you into Egypt again, it's talking about slavery, right? According to the Bible, the real Israelites shall go into slavery on ships and be sold, right? And how we know that this is talking about America as the new Egypt, there's always a pyramid on the back of your dollar bill, right? If y'all guys got a dollar bill in your pocket, or if your parents have a dollar bill in their pocket, tell them to show you a dollar bill. And there's a pyramid on the back of the dollar bill, which symbolizes we're in the new Egypt. Okay? So this is why it says, "Thou shall be sold into Egypt again with ships." You have something to say?
Yes, but some people would say the pyramids on the back of the dollar bills look like the Illuminati.
Yeah, but where does the Illuminati get the pyramid from?
Egypt?
Exactly. Right? And it says that you shall be sold unto your enemy, right? And it says that you shall be bringing to Egypt again on ships. So captivity again, slavery again, the new Egypt, right? AKA the Illuminati is America. And the real Israelites were brought over here on ships, right? So through the curses of Deuteronomy, Israelites has been scattered all across the world through the transatlantic slave trade and also the sub-Saharan slave trade. And when I talk to my son, you might hear me say Khan or hear him say Khan, right? In modern Hebrew, they'll say Cain, but we speak the ancient Hebrew, which is the Lashuan Quadash. We get back to the original language, so we say Khan, right? In modern Hebrew, people will say no by saying lo. But in the ancient Hebrew that me and my son speak, we say la'ah. As you can tell, the vowel pattern is removed, and so is the quotation pattern, because those were added when the Hebrew went to different languages, the Aramaic, the sub-Saharan Hebrew, the Sephardic Hebrew, the Yiddish, those type of things were added to the Hebrew. Like my name is Shawpar, right? But in the modern Hebrew, it will be Shofar. His name is Quaran, okay? Right? That means little Shawpar, little ram's hard. So those are just simple words that we use. Khan means yes. La'ah means no.
Abba means dad.
They still got that in the modern Hebrew too. Abba means dad or father.
Amma means mom.
Amma means mom. Abba Nawa means heavenly father. Our God, our dad that's up in the sky. Yahweh. That's why you might hear me say Yahweh Dai Abba Nawa. Yahweh Abba Nawa. What else? Tawab.
Tuab Laila.
Tawab Laila means good night. Tawab Barakwa means good morning. We still say Shekoyim
Shikoyim.
for money, right? We still say, what else I'm thinking? Probably some similarities. Not a lot of similarities, but there's some. Oh, y'all say Todah for thank you for the modern Hebrew, the Yiddish. And we'll say Thawada.
The water for thank you.
Thawada for thank you, yeah. right? We'll say ayundabar if it don't mention it.
Wait, doesn't ayundabar mean
Thank you.
welcome?
You're welcome, or don't mention it. That's what ayundabar means, all right? Shalom,
Means hi or bye.
it can mean hi or bye, or it can mean peace, right? Shalom means hi or bye or peace, right? Peace unto you means shalom, right? And
One more. I want to speak to them about Revelations 2:9 and 3:9, but you can continue right now.
yeah, we could do that in another video. Revelations 2:9 and 3:9. We could get into that in another video. But this video, I'm just talking about, the dialect that they might hear you talk during your videos and don't really understand it. Water is my yum.
Mayam.
Water is my yum.
Make sure that doesn't spill.
So there's a few things, You might hear us say a few words that you probably don't get, but we're just speaking the Lashua and Quadash, thus saith the Lord, right? But it's all Bible prophecy that, the children of Israel shall speak another tongue. Let me get Isaiah.
58:1.
No, I'm looking for Isaiah, I think, 11 and 28. Yeah, Isaiah 11 and 20. Is that 11 and 28? No. It must be Isaiah 28 and 11. Had it backwards. All right. Isaiah 28 and 11. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people. Right? That's a prophecy in Isaiah 28 and 11. That with stammering lips and another tongue, another language, right? The Most High shall speak to his people. So the Most High's people is prophesied not to even speak the language of the Most High at first. They have to learn that again. If you want to learn the Most High's language, I suggest you click on to HOI Atlanta, right? Brother Inyanya be giving great Hebrew lessons in the Lashuan Quadash. And, it's a blessing, to speak the language of the Most High and the Lord. Even if AJ does his videos on many other topics than, his culture and his beliefs, he does videos on other topics. Just understand when he's celebrating things like the Hanukkah and the Purim and the Passover, he's doing that because he has a Hebrew culture, right? We celebrate the Purim is coming up. Not this month, but the beginning of the beginning of March is the Purim. In the Purim, we exchange gifts.
Like Hanukkah?
Like Hanukkah, too. Right? But, Hanukkah, we exchange gifts. That's by choice. But in the Purim, it's mandatory that you give gifts. You're not supposed to, if you can't afford it, you're not supposed to give gifts to everybody, of course, but, you're supposed to pick a certain person and give them a gift for the Purim. So it's mandatory that everybody gives a gift for the Purim. So if you ever wanted to celebrate the Purim, that would be a good way to celebrate it. Just find out something that somebody likes and get them it for a gift.
I need to see one more thing.
Oh.
So, in one of the videos, can we talk about tribes?
Yeah, in one of the videos we could talk about tribes.
My tribe is Benjamin.
Yep. Me and my son are tribes of Benjamin, and you are who your father is, according to the Torah. Let's get the book of Numbers.
Numbers? Can you stop looking for it?
No, I got it. Numbers 1 and 18. I think this will be the last scripture I hit you with before I end this video. Numbers 1 and 18.
Can you show them this?
Okay, yeah. It's real heavy. I'm not sure if you can move it. I'll move it at the end of the video.
So you can show them before it ends?
Because that's like symbolizing the pole they're talking about in Numbers 1 and 18 too. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees. Their pedigrees is their bloodline, after their families, right, who they're related to, by the house of their fathers, right, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upwards by their poles, right? So it's saying that, let me get the pole, which is AKA a staff, okay?
Which one? The big one?
Yeah. I'm about to get the big one where it says my tribe on it.
It's kind of big. I don't know.
See, it says
It
tribe.
looks weird on that one, but it says tribe of Benjamin.
It says tribe of
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
That's my tribe.
Okay. All right, that's about it. Getting the video now. Shalom.
Deuces.